All right, yours truly being a Leo, I hear Jupiter is coming into my sign. What's that mean?
Yes, it is. This week on Wednesday, for the first time in 12 years, so for the first time since 2002, the summer of 2002, Jupiter, mighty Jupiter, the king of the planets, the planet of luck and abundance and expansion, is entering the sign of Leo. So everybody in our audience can look back to the 202 time span, and they can see things that were happening then. Very similar things are going to be happening now and over the next couple of months or so. And the reason you look past is to, if you don't remember the past, you're doomed to repeat it. So if you did something good with that energy, then you want to do that again. If you messed up that energy, for crying out loud, don't do that again. So for each one of the 12 signs, for Cancers, it's about making more money than they have any time in the last 12 years through the fruits of their own labor. This has to do with them, whatever it is that they do, they need to be remunerated for it, and they get that opportunity. For Leos, this is the best new start for them in 12 years. Jupiter in your sign means it is time to go forward. And the last year was very difficult for Leos. They kind of had to take a step back, stand in the sidelines, and they're not big fans of that. You know, they're big fans of being out in front, and this gets them out in front, and it brings them personal glory, it brings them personal expansion, it makes their partnerships go very, very well. It is a great time for Leos to be recognized as the kings or queens that they are. So how cool is that? Yeah. Virgos, not so much. Virgos, Leo is their 12th house. They need to take a step back. And the thing with Virgos, in the last couple of weeks or so, they've gotten exactly what they asked for. And now they're going to have a whole year to put their money where their mouth is, to go ahead and say, well, that's really what I wanted, and oh, look, I can make the best of it. So Virgos have to be careful with that. For Libras, it is in their 11th house of hopes, wishes, goals, and objectives. And Libras everywhere struggled with Jupiter in Cancer for the last year or so. All that struggle falls by the wayside starting on Wednesday, and they get to tap their male friends, and their male friends help them reach a long-standing hope, wish, goal, or objective. And the Libra has to realize that they cannot do it alone. And they're not. They're really team players. They really need a partner. So this is a very good opportunity for them to get a group to help the Libra get what the Libra wants. For Scorpios, the spotlight is on their career and public standing, and they are going to, they want a promotion, they want an increase. They've spent the last year preparing for a debut. Over the next couple of months or so, that's when that debut comes to be. So if the powers that be are watching, put on a good show. For Sagittarians, important legal matters, educational matters, matters at a distance, contracts, negotiations, all are very, very favorable for the Sagittarian. And there may even be some long-distance travel involved for them. They're not likely to stay very local. So for them, it's good news on the paperwork front. For Capricorns, other people's resources flow their way. It's about the money, but it's about money almost falling from the sky on you. An investment pays off. If you need a loan, people are more than willing to help out the Capricorn financially. And something new comes to light over the next 12 months that changes things for Capricorn significantly, for the better, as a matter of fact. For Aquarians, it's in their 7th house of partners, and they need to, if they're single, they'll attract someone. If they're married, their marriage goes very well. They need to realize that their partner has the same rights in the relationship that the Aquarian wants. The same freedoms the Aquarian wants, the partner wants, and they're not good with that. For Pisces, it's in their 6th house of work and responsibility. For Pisces, this means that some sort of obstacle that had been in their path at work gets out of the way, and that gives them not necessarily a better job in the corner office, but it gives them a much better career path to follow and a lot more chance to be successful with it. And also Pisces, they deal with some sort of health issue at last, and it's a matter of personal pride that makes them do it, and they feel so much better as a result of it. For Aries, yay, Jupiter's in their 5th house of love affairs, children, sports, amusements, pleasures, anything fun, anything creative, anything that's a good time, the Aries is up for it, and they're likely to be successful with that. For Tauruses, something new comes to light that changes things at home. It brings them a peace at home. Something is unearthed, something is revealed. They spend the next year really solidifying their home environment to get it exactly the way they want it, so it's a solid base of support for them to expand their creativity out of. And then for Geminis, the last time we're going to talk about, it's in their 3rd house of day-to-day living. The pace of their day-to-day living picks up. Geminis are great at doing 2 things at the same time. Now they're going to do 3, 4, 5. And what they see is an increase in short distance, short duration travel. And if you get the opportunity to have your company pay for you to learn something, by God, take it. Because if you can combine business and pleasure, you know, sign me up for that kind of thing. So that's tomorrow's news today with the best news of the year. Jupiter entering Leo on Wednesday, so.
How long does it stay in the Leo sign?
A year. Woo! Yes, sir, indeed.
Hot dog.
It's a great new start for Leos, and I'm happy to hang with the Leo.
Come back next week. Let's get some more good news.
I will. Yay, good news.